Hey guys, Coach Smotherman here with Atomic Athlete. I want to describe to you a method that we use with our athletes to work up to heavy repetition max. Now, the example I'm going to give you is a 5RM, but this would work working up to any heavy repetition max. So we're going to focus on back squat, and let's touch on the principles first of working up to a 5RM or a heavy repetition max. First of all, you've got to set your goal. So estimate your 5RM goal. An example would be, again for back squat, about 225 pounds for an average athletic male that has some gym training experience. It's going to vary for endurance athletes or gym athletes who have a lot of experience. You'd expect that to go up or down based on your experience. The way that you set this goal is either based on your previous numbers or just your prior knowledge if you've been away from the gym for a while. Second, plan your loading backwards from the goal. So if my goal is 225 pounds, then I'm gonna set my loading scheme to work up to that 225 in about 5 or 6 rounds, and I'm gonna always have this goal in mind. So in order to do that, I'm gonna increase my load at smaller increments as I approach my goal. Here's an example. So my first round, I increase 30 pounds. I'll show you exactly what that looks like here in a second. My second round, I increase 20. My third to fourth, increase 20. And then my fourth to fifth, again, as I near my goal, I only go up by 10 pounds. Lastly, limit the reps to the minimum amount needed for the next set. So for the 5RM, which we're talking about today, you're only gonna wanna use about 3 reps each set as you work up until it gets heavy. Then you're gonna shift over to that 5 reps. Now let's look at our example here where we have an athlete working up to a 225 pound back squat. So after, let's say we have a 3-round warm up, and they load themselves at 95 and then 115 and 135 pounds. So round 1, round 2, round 3. Now you see how these are easy 20-pound jumps. So they're just throwing a 10-pound plate on the outside from the beginning. As they get into the warm-up, as they get into their workup for the 5RM, they make a 30-pound jump here, so a 15 on each side, and they go 165. Then they make a 20-pound increase and do 3x at 185. And then they come up here to their third round. They make an increase from 185 to 225, and again, they're gonna do 3 reps. On this fourth round, they make a 10-pound jump to 215, and this is where they're gonna do 3, but they notice it gets hard. And so, of course, since their goal is 225, then they know here that they're gonna make this attempt with 5 reps. And so they make that small 10-pound jump. Now, let's say that you're the athlete, you make the 225, but you have really solid form, but you struggle. Here, you can make just a 5-pound jump or 2.5 plates on each side, go up to 230, and then make another attempt for your 5RM at 230. Now, most of the time, if we 5RM one thing, we're gonna be 5RMing other things. This method will work for really any lift that you do. That's how you work up to a 5RM.